Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
See the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the cast.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ace! Ready! Blue 45!
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Green, 39. Left.
On first down, it's Charles again. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
A first down carry here for Charles. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle to Smith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. He finds an opening past the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
There we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They pitch it to Charles. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamal Charles, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They run. This is Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Lewis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson now off the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And he's got this down to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They go play action now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the gun, Jackson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. He won't go down. And he's going to wind up. Bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green, 39. Green.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Black 58 round. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, I got you. We got this, guys. Come on. Ace, ace.
And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Left, 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 left.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Curtis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Blue 45, blue 45.
Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Charles. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Here we go. Blue 45, blue 45. Watch the run, watch the run. Ace, ace. Check 31, check 31.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Watch him now, Barney!
Off the play fake. Jackson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Lewis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey. Green 39.
They begin the drive with Charles. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
It'll be Charles again. He has been the workhorse tonight. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cincinnati, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.